were too sweet for me until I stumbled along the river and fell in. The snake's back on his feet, walking down the street. He's coming for you, but baby, I'm coming too. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for your love.
Hello, everybody. It is December 25th, 2023. That's 12, 25, 23. I am Drew.
And I'm Tara.
This is America's #1 sports, entertainment, sibling, Chicago-based, butthole. What did we change it to? Not butthole buffoonery, butthole.
Baptizing?
No, definitely not
Oh.
butthole baptizing. What?
We talked about that.
Butthole baptizing?
Yeah.
I don't think we're the butthole baptizing podcast. I don't think that's what it was.
Butthole.
We are MELLONfights. MELLONfights, Tara. It is Christmas Day, Christmas evening. It's nighttime, so it's Christmas night.
Yes.
And we are in the same room for this week's podcast
It's kind of wild.
for the first time since, I think, one of our first 5 shows. We did one in my apartment
Yes.
where
Yes,
we
we
sat
did.
across from each other.
I
So the
remember.
energy is probably going to be a little bit different. We're not sitting very good because we're not looking
We're
at
not
each
looking
other.
at each other. I can change.
We might have to have you flip. Do you want to sit on that thing?
No.
Maybe?
I'll sit here.
That's not really. You just turn towards me more.
Yeah.
I'm still not really looking at you that much, but it's okay.
We'll see.
So yeah, we'll see what the energy's like. It might be fucking sick. I know my editing's gonna be a little different. It's harder because sometimes I can edit around each other a little bit better. I cut some stuff out. We're in the same room, so both mics are gonna be picking us up. So, but Tara can hear her voice. She normally can't, so she'll hear when she geeks.
Yeah.
Though this won't probably keek quite as much
I was
because this
saying
thing.
I'm not catching any keeks.
That's the thing is, I wish we were in the same room all the time because this video audio recorder I have is really
Sick.
nice. It's sick. Did you hear when I called something sick and then Mom thought I was saying it was sick,
Isn't bad.
as in bad?
Yeah, she wasn't about that sick life.
Well, it's because she thinks everyone's out to get her. Ma, you always think we're out to get you.
We're not. We
We're
love
not.
you.
We're usually not. We're not. You think everything's a complaint.
Mm-mm.
I'm not saying I don't complain a lot, but
He does.
sometimes I do. Yeah,
Might be
I
his
do.
favorite thing in the
Might
world.
be my favorite thing in the world.
Yeah.
But, however, sometimes we're just having fun. And your butt starts to burn a little bit. You get a little butt hurt.
You do. But that's okay.
That's okay. She
'Cause
didn't
we
write
love
an
you.
She's bummed she's at home right now and didn't write us an email.
That's okay.
Didn't realize we were going to record
She's
this
been
week.
a busy lady.
Busy
so
lady, yeah, I don't
she
care.
doesn't need any.
Yeah.
She doesn't need to feel bad even
It's
a little
weird.
bit.
I'm realizing I don't have my computer in front of me. I should have, that part I do have I have my laptop. I'll be all right. If I have to pull something up on my phone, I will. But it is week. Where do you want to start this week? We're going to do 1988. It's our 88th episode of MELLONfights, number 88. So we're going to do our best of 1988. We're actually going to talk a little bit. We're right here on Christmas Day. We're not really going to, we'll probably talk a little Christmas stuff, I would imagine, today. But we're going to talk a little bit of New Year's stuff because our next recording will be probably New Year's Day.
Yeah.
But I'd like to get a little New Year's resolutions in.
I got quite a few this year. We'll see how
We're
they
both.
go.
So here's my thing. I didn't look backwards. Tara, did you look backwards?
What's that mean?
Did you look backwards at from last year?
Oh, no.
Yeah. So we don't look backwards on this
No.
podcast. We only move forward.
We're just forward thinkers.
There's a chance that some of
moving.
I don't even know what our resolutions were last year. There's a chance I have some of the same ones. I don't even know.
Right.
But we don't go backwards here.
No.
We only move forward because looking back is trash.
Because today is the present.
Today is the present and tomorrow
is
the future. And our future is shaped by small little minds. Some of our children are our future.
children are our future.
Is that true? Do you buy that baloney?
Yes.
That children, I mean, technically, yes,
Technically,
they are
yes.
our future.
Yes.
But they also hold you back a little bit. They hold you down. You better get things figured out before you have a kid. Sometimes that's not true.
Sometimes the kid makes you like thrive
Sure.
because you push forward and you
That's
have
true.
something that you have to take care of. So you can't be an old slug living in your parents' bedroom.
Yeah, that's
because-
hard to do.
Not bedroom, basement.
If you live in your parents' bedroom, you got other problems. Maybe your mom and dad are being held back
Yeah.
by their kids. The kids are not your future. We're holding our parents back.
Yeah.
We're not the future. We're not children, though, either. We're adults. Children are the future, not your children. Children, but not your children. What are you typing there?
Children are the future.
Why?
I just want to see the quote.
Children are the future. Who said it?
It's a song, right?
I don't know.
Whitney Houston. I believe the children are the future.
Oh, I
Teach
just
them
thought it was
well
like someone
and-
wise once said that children are our future. I don't think it originally was I got to be honest here. I don't think it was originally a Whitney Houston song. I'm just going to throw that out there. I don't think Whitney
She could have.
penned that one. I don't think so. If she did, then Haley Joel invented paying it forward.
Haley Joel.
I don't care, Tara. He's Haley Joe to me. It doesn't matter. You
The
don't have
best way to make children good is to make them happy.
What does that have to do with what we're talking about?
I just was looking for a quote. A
Yeah.
child is a curly, dimpled lunatic.
Okay, enough of the. I don't even know what these quotes are.
That was
They have nothing.
Ralph Waldo Emerson. He's a poet.
You're just looking for. Did you just type in quotes about
I
kids?
think so.
Get out of there. It's enough of that. Children are our future. We are our future. Tara, it was NFL was going on this week. There's still some games going on right now.
Yeah, that Eagles game
The
was
Eagles
kinda,
were crushing the
but then
Giants.
then they came back.
No, last I saw it was like 28 to not much. 20 something to not much.
I don't know. I saw 17 to like 20.
No, I don't think it's
I
close.
think it is. Well, now it's not.
What's the score right now?
30 to 25.
Yeah, that's close.
I know.
What are you talking about? That's close.
There's only 2 minutes left and the Eagles have the ball.
Okay, well, maybe you should pull it up on your phone. I'll pull it up on my phone while we're sitting here talking, so I can give a little live update of it.
And it looks like they're still driving.
All right.
Third and 15.
Doesn't matter. I'm gonna pull up on my phone. You know, I'm gonna have the actual video
Okay.
on my phone.
So yeah, football's happening. The Cowboys again lost. They just aren't very good.
Yeah, so the Cowboys lost. The NFL's all over the place
It
this
really
week.
is.
He's not available in my current area. What are we talking about here? ESPN.
I'm just trying to see the scores of some games.
Anyway, biggest game is still to come tonight, so we're not going to get to talk about the
Mhm.
49ers and the
Ravens. That
tonight.
could be a Super Bowl preview.
Could be Super Bowl preview. Whoever wins that game is going to be everyone's favorite to win the Super Bowl, I
Yep.
would imagine.
Mm-hmm.
If I had to predict it, where is it?
It is
In Baltimore or is it in San Fran?
It is at San Fran.
At San Fran.
Yes.
So the Eagles, the Niners are probably favored by about 3 or 4, 3.5, 4, somewhere in that range is my guess. I probably heard that earlier in the week too, if I had to be honest. I'm thinking. But so they're the favorites probably to win that. But whoever wins that game is going to be top of the line, top front line, everyone's favorite, whoever wins tonight's game, for sure. They're both in first place in their conference. So
Yeah. And the Chiefs aren't looking very good.
no,
I'm
Chiefs
just
are not
gonna
winning a
say
lot of
it.
games. No, why we the Chiefs aren't looking
They
that good.
lost today.
Yeah, no, why we don't even talk about them stinky farts.
Well, just the reason I was saying that is because
they
that's
lost.
probably
well, no,
the other
no,
people would think they
no,
would be
it's the
favorites.
Dolphins. What are you talking about? Dolphins have Dolphins have the best record other than the Ravens, and they've beat good teams.
Mm-hmm.
The Chiefs aren't that good. The Chiefs looked bad today. Did you even see how they lost?
No.
So they were down. They had a chance. They were coming back. They scored late to get it within 6 points. But the reason they were down 20-7, and the reason was because the Raiders scored 2 defensive touchdowns in 7 seconds of game time.
What?
Yeah, there was like a fumble on like the snap or the handoff or whatever, and they picked it up and ran it in for a TD. And then the next play when they got it back, pick 6 the other way.
Wow.
And they kept showing that it was so stupid at the end. They were showing the quarterback like he did something. The backup like the guy that's not the backup, whatever his name is. O'Connell. What's the guy? The guy playing for the Raiders.
I can't
something
think of his
O'Connell. They kept showing him. We couldn't hear it, but they were showing him like he did something, but he didn't do anything.
Adrian O'Connell.
Because it was 2 defensive touchdowns. Otherwise, they scored like 6 points.
Yeah, he was
terrible.
9 for 21.
And they're acting like he did something.
For 62 yards.
They handed the ball off a bunch.
Yeah.
Why are they showing that guy like he did anything?
No.
Dipshits.
That's bad. That's
Terrible.
bad work.
Terrible. So other than that, I don't know. There was some games going on. The Bills look good. The Bills won again. So
the Bengals got totally crushed, which is crazy.
Not really, because they have a shitty backup quarterback, and everyone was jacking him off because he had like one good game. Stop jacking people off after one game.
He had a couple good games.
He had one really good game and one okay game, and then he had a turd. And the Browns crushed him, right? Yeah, the Browns are it.
I was
Browns
talking to you
it.
about it yesterday. Flacco's crazy.
Nothing better than the Browns winning without fucking Deshaun Watson.
Love it. If they won the Super Bowl, I'd be down with it.
Yeah. I don't think you got to hold your phone the whole time we talk.
I'm looking at scores.
We don't need any more scores. We kind of know what's important, don't we?
I don't.
You didn't see the scores?
Nope. I didn't see the scores.
Jets won. Who cares?
They did win.
Bears won. Who cares?
Packers won.
Who
but
cares?
Barely.
But the Packers are in the mix.
Detroit
won their division for the first time since 1993, was it? 30 years.
That's good. I'm happy for my love, Detroit.
Yeah. Go Detroit. Where's mine? Oh, yeah. We'll get to... You know what, guys? We'll just talk about it now. Is that on your list, Tara?
Mm-hmm.
We'll just say it. This is on Tara's 1988 list. I'm cracking mine right now. We're both drinking the same thing to celebrate 1988. Tara, what is it?
It's Diet Mountain Dew. That's the year this beautiful nectar of the gods was
Diet
created.
Mountain Dew. Just say Diet Dew.
Diet Dew, baby.
Who says Diet Mountain Dew?
I do. Diet Dew was invented
brought to the public in 1988. Where was it on your list?
Number 1.
It's your number 1 1988 thing?
Yeah.
We just spoiled your number 1. I'm so sorry.
That's okay, because guess what?
Spoiled your number 1 1988 thing.
It deserves a full segment.
You should have told me to. Oh, it gets a whole nother. It's its own segment right now.
Well, this is its segment.
Yeah, Diet Dew. 1988. I like Diet Dew. I haven't really been drinking Diet Soda as much lately, but
I love it. I'm sure it's terrible for me. Other countries probably don't allow it because of all this stuff that's bad for you.
They're also not as rad as us.
But it tastes so good.
They're not as rad as us, though.
You know, when I lived in Chicago, I didn't drink a lot of it. And then whenever I would come home, I would have it.
You just do it.
And then when I moved here, I became I don't drink coffee in the morning. I drink Diet Dew. And that is who I am as a person, and I'm okay with it.
Are you wearing outdoor shoes? Now that you're in your own home, you're cool with just wearing outdoor shoes right on your couch?
I didn't mean it.
What's your deal?
I like shoes.
Tara's a little dirty pig. You should see her apartment right now.
It's not that dirty.
It ain't that clean.
It is clean. Like, I wiped everything down a couple days.
There's just a lot of shit everywhere.
Your
outdoor chair is inside.
It's an indoor-outdoor chair.
It's an outdoor chair.
It's an indoor-outdoor chair.
Okay. You got a lot of guests over here sitting in all the chairs, or just don't want it outside? What's going on with it? Is it you don't want it to get...
I do. No, I don't want it outside. I want it to be an indoor-outdoor chair. I'll sit in it, watch some television.
They are cozy.
Kind of lounge in it.
Zero gravity chairs, guys. Our biggest sponsor here on MELLONfights. Zero gravity. Brand name not mattering, but we have zero gravity
chairs.
Chairs, both of us the same one.
We love them.
We love them. Mine are outdoor chairs. They're on the roof. The pad I keep put away when I'm not using it. That's how I keep it fresh.
I keep it fresh.
By leaving it in the living room.
Yeah. I wish it had a little bit of a different cover, because then, like...
I feel like I'm in a college girl's house.
What are you talking about?
It's just the vibe I'm getting in here.
It does not
a lot of pink, outdoor chairs in the living room.
I have a nice couch.
Couch is nice. College girls, I could have a nice couch.
A cool chair.
I didn't say college boys.
An awesome little, like, record holder /
maybe a girl
TV.
Maybe a girl that's going to
plants,
grad school.
No, I have the house of a young professional girl.
You're 40.
I'm a young professional. That is
You're 40-year-old bartender.
Yeah, young professional.
No, it's got a good vibe. If it was a little more organized today.
It's
I was tripping over boxes when I walked in the door, guys.
it was boxes I was gonna take them to mom and dad's, and I didn't have time.
I didn't. Did you catch this night when I took my shoes off? I leaned to put my hand on the door. I didn't realize it was your closet door open, and I almost fucking took it down.
Oh God.
Yeah. So Diet Dew is the bomb. 1988. We'll do 1988 soon.
Oh, maybe switch it. Maybe Diet Dew has its own.
Diet Dew might be the one. Remember how there's one that's auto
it's
goes
the
in?
Alto.
I think Diet Dew. So far we got Harry and the Hendersons.
Yes.
And Diet Dew.
A Diet Dew. Yes.
There was a movie I thought might make this list. We'll see when we get there. But this is an auto.
Yes.
This is an auto.
This is an
auto bid to the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
His 1988 Hall of Fame Diet Mountain Dew.
Diet Mountain Dew.
Is auto Hall of Fame. Cool.
Yeah.
I love it. So any other there weren't like a lot of big storylines I caught today. We weren't really watching the games a lot, guys. Christmas, family's important. So I didn't catch any interesting things. Cowboys aren't for real, like we've been saying.
Yep.
They lost again to a team that's, better than them.
Yeah.
They haven't beat a good team yet this year, really. The Eagles aren't even that good.
No, the Eagles are.
I mean, the Eagles are going to win
And
the division. Now it's looking like.
Yeah.
So, Cowboys are who we thought they were.
They're who
I think
they are every year.
Mike McCarthy won't be here next year, in my opinion.
Oh my gosh, I heard it was like, I think it was supposed to be kind of a really hot take, something that's definitely, it's not going to happen, but this person thought was a good idea.
What's that?
And it was Mike McCarthy gets fired.
Great.
Which the second part we know isn't going to happen. Salah gets fired.
He's not getting fired.
I know, but this is what this person was saying. He's not getting fired. They already said he
he's
will
not
be.
getting fired.
I know, that's why I said it doesn't work. But this is what this guy was saying.
Get to it.
I'm trying to.
Get to it.
And then he said that McCarthy goes to the Jets because that's when Aaron was at his best,
That's
when
not
he
true.
played with Mike McCarthy. I'm like, oh my God, this is a terrible take. No
Terrible
wonder
take.
you're on just local,
Yeah.
not.
Not
I mean,
good.
we got some bad takes, but at least they're fun.
We don't have bad takes.
That one isn't
What's
even
a bad
fun.
take we've ever had? We have some opinions, but that's not a take that people thinks that our people don't look.
Oh my gosh.
When we have clips, they don't even know how to like imagine anything other than the way it is now. It's like, oh my God, you're so boring.
And they take our takes as like, because they're like funny takes.
Fun.
They're fun takes, and it's like not that serious. And people want to make it that serious.
No,
And it's like, it's not that serious.
it's not that serious.
Like,
Some
let's
of it's
think.
serious. I
Let's
don't
think
put up our
about it in
serious
a
takes.
different way. Let's think about something like basketball, 3-pointers. We're gonna think about it in a different way,
Mm-hmm.
and they just can't. And then they want to add 4-pointers, and I say, you're basic.
Yeah, that's such a lame take.
It's like-
4-pointers. If you're further away, it's even worth even more.
Maybe we should make a 5 and a 6.
Yeah, go jerk yourself off in front of your mom, you little twerp. Because that's the type of guy you are.
Yeah, you jerk off in front of your mom.
Yeah,
you
you're
little twerp.
trash, bro.
I like
That's because you
twerp.
share the same bedroom.
Yeah, you still share the same bedroom as your mom, you little twerp.
Yeah, you don't live in your mom's basement. You live in your mom's bedroom.
You guys
You're
have
not doing it to like because you just do it because you have to because you're in the same room.
Yeah,
Because that's where you sleep and you gotta. When
Yeah.
you gotta.
it's like you're like Dick Van Dyke, and they're 2 beds. Like you both have twin beds next to each other, and you're over there
Parents-in-law.
like jerking it off, and
Yeah,
your
like a
mom's like,
hotel room.
"What did I do wrong in my life?"
And she just can't break up with you. as
No,
a
she's like,
child.
"Oh, I feel bad. I like enabled him so much to where he thinks jerking off next to me is appropriate, so I fucked his life up. So
Fucked his
this is
life up.
my
So
life
my life
now."
is fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm in hell.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like mom probably feels that way sometimes.
Oh, I
about
think
her
so.
children.
I think so.
Let us know, Mom. in
Yeah.
an email. Email us, guys. Emails about your kids and what your relationships are like. If you've ever slept in the same room as your parents. Well, I think we've all been in like a hotel room with our
Oh
parents.
yeah, like to me, I'm like Mom and I can share the
You
same
don't wanna
room.
live in it.
No, that's not. That's like for a vacation, a week
But,
on vacation.
Yeah, that's not a big deal.
No.
Everybody email us at MELLONfights, MELLON fights, MELLON fights at gmail.com.
Let us know some of your weird little
No, I don't need to know weird.
relationships.
No, I don't really know that. I
No,
don't
it
even know
doesn't
what
have to
I
be
want.
like weird. It could be like,
No,
okay,
don't get weird.
get weird.
Don't get weird.
Like, get weird in an appropriate way.
Just don't even get weird. Emails about anything you want. How about that? I will probably read it. Also, you can follow us on TikTok. We are MELLONfights on TikTok, and we're also Andyland Entertainment on Instagram. We're about town, honestly. You can find us. If you want to find us, we're available.
We are.
We're on every streaming site. You're already listening to us, so we don't need to tell you about how to find us because you found us already.
You found us. You're one of the lucky few that have found
One of the lucky
us.
few that have found us.
So why don't you pass that on to others?
My grandma, before we came over here, she was staying with us for Christmas, and she was asking me about the pod. Me, not you. I don't think she cares that you do it. Did you feel that way?
Mm-mm.
Oh no, because she's like, yo, why don't you do that thing with your friend anymore?
Oh God, what a jerk off person!
I'm like, well, I do basically, but it's with Tara.
And she goes,
it was good. She goes, it was good. I'm like, I want to be like, bitch, you ain't never seen an episode of that.
yeah, because you would have been like, oh,
not so
my
good,
God.
Anthony. Not so good, Druzy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's not allowed to listen to this. But basically, she was just finding out about it for the first time, and we're on episode 88.
Yeah.
And we missed 4 weeks. So we should be on episode like 92. So that's how far behind she is. Catch up, Grams. I'm really bummed we're not going to have video for this one because I think we're going to have some good stuff tonight.
I think so too.
But it's okay. It's the end of the year. I'm going to make an end of the year clip like I did last year. Best of 2023. So that'll be a lot of fun. I was looking through it. Man, I was putting out a lot of videos the first half of this year, Tara.
I know.
But then they stopped showing them to people and I kind of gave up. I went down to like 2 a week, 1 a week sometimes. Just because it was like disheartening.
Yeah.
That they weren't pushing it to people. So it was taking up a lot of my life.
Yes. It's
My
a
life
lot of
got
work.
busy. So
Yeah.
MELLONfights. We're coming back strong in 2023 though.
It's
2024, I'm sorry.
2024.
But 2023,
We're
the last
ending
week
it
of it,
strong.
this last week of 2023, Tara, we're going to do something big. I can feel it.
I can feel it.
I feel
too.
it in my kneecaps. I was really breathing there. NBA stuff, not really a lot of big stories since last week that we had to talk about. Ja's back.
Ja's
We'll talk
back.
about Ja being back. That's all I really care about. Ja's back. The Memphis
Nailing it.
Grizzlies are 3-0 since he's been back. He hit a game-winning buzzer beater his first game back. He's looked great. Memphis looks great. Tara, are they back? Are they for real? Memphis Grizzlies, go.
Well,
We're going to go like classic, like sports talk, radio talk.
I would say, yeah, they are back. I think Ja is that good where he can bring them back and they're going to at least be in the playoff, like whatever that's called, play-in tournament.
Play-in tournament, yeah.
Yeah. He's freaking sick.
And if they get there, they can compete
in a good
with
way.
anyone.
Yeah.
They got a lot of nice players when they aren't supposed to be the best player.
Mm-hmm.
And they were also sad about not having their guy Ja.
Mm-hmm.
They're sad about it. Sad about no Ja.
Yeah, he's like the heart and soul
He's the
of that
heart and
team.
soul. He needs to get his act together.
Yeah.
Stop acting like such a doofus. I don't even think he was doing that bad of stuff. But the league is smart. And he'd be smart to listen because like he was starting to lean in a direction that felt like it could go awry.
Yeah.
We've seen it before. I'm not saying what he did, anything was like super bad or even that illegal or illegal at all. I don't even know.
The only thing that might have been illegal, well, I don't think you're supposed to have guns in strip clubs, but maybe you are.
Probably not.
But
Probably not. We don't know that he has a gun that's even registered legally.
Right. We don't
So
know
might
the
he might be doing some illegal stuff.
Yeah.
We don't know, but there were signs. You want to just nip that in the bud, right in the bud.
Right in the butt.
So that's my NBA talk. Anything for you NBA wise other than that?
No, not really. I think now I'll probably start watching it more.
Yeah.
Now that like football's almost over and it's on all the time.
Well, yeah, that's when it starts to get. Well, honestly, we got another month till it actually gets.
I know.
Kind of got to wait till like February All-Star break, and then it kind of gets interesting. I do have NBA League Pass now. Tara, we have NBA. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, we have NBA League Pass now.
But we can't watch the Bucks
You can't watch the Bucks, no.
because
you're
here.
Max. Yeah, you're here. So I watch the Bucks. Trent can watch the Bucks, but you can watch anything else.
I thought Trent said he can't watch the Bucks.
He couldn't watch it here
Oh, okay.
because he's home. He hadn't been watching it. But you can watch everything else. You can watch all the other games, which is fun. You can watch Ja. He's back. Watch LeBron. He's on all the time anyway. But it's like teams like Ja, you can watch them. You can watch some other teams. But it's fun. I'll do the 4-box with the teams. It's fun.
Oh, that is
Mhm,
fun.
mhm,
Yep. I'll
mhm.
do that.
So we got the League Pass now. I got it for us. A little gift, a little holiday gift for Trinity and myself. And It was like, it popped up. It was like, hey, for the rest of the season, $50
Nice.
for League Pass. I'm like, yeah. And I realized, so 30 more of their games are on national TV.
Oh, really?
And then there's like 28 that are on. So it's funny. I did it because the second half of the season, the Bucks have a ton of national
Primetime
televised games,
games,
but they
yeah.
have over a month straight where they're not on national TV. I'm like, I'm just not going to wait a month to watch the Bucks.
Right.
So we got that, and it'll be fun to watch other games. And I do want to watch John, but some of these other young teams that are kind of fun to watch. See some of these young stars, maybe see a Spurs game.
Watch a
Just
little
to
Wemby.
see a little Wemby, but
Watch
not
him-
have to watch a whole game, but just kind of have it in the fourth corner,
Yeah.
see Wemby, see if he does anything wild and crazy. So,
I'll have to do that because that will be fun.
yeah. Any other sports stuff from the last week or so that you caught?
Simone Biles' husband said that he was the catch in their relationship instead of her. He didn't even know who she was.
Why did he say that?
He was on a pod.
Thinking he was funny?
I don't really know. I
Who's
haven't
it-
seen the.
Who's her
haven't-
husband? The basketball player?
No, he plays for the Packers. Jonathan
Oh.
Owens or something.
Oh.
Like somebody that most people probably don't actually know.
I'm going to
And then
guess he was kidding.
But then he said he thinks the good. Would have to rewatch it. I would
There's
have
no
to,
way he really believes that
Well, then he
an
said.
Olympic gold medalist
Well, then he
that's
said.
very famous.
Well, then he said that he thinks that men in the relationship are the catches. I gotta. That's the thing. I didn't see the clip. I just read about it,
Mhm.
and I was like, I don't know if he was like saying this as a joke or if he like is kind of just misogynistic or what. But
Well, if he is, she should get out of there.
but it was a wild little take, and I'm like, oh, people are gonna go nuts on this
Yeah.
because I was like, what the hell, Simone Biles? She's like the most decorated gymnast.
I will say this about his statement. If you get a good guy, you might have got a catch, because I feel like most dudes are douches.
Well, saying that sounds kind
No,
of
he's
douchey.
no. I'm
so-
saying I don't necessarily disagree with that statement that if you find a good dude, you might have got lucky,
Because we all suck.
because most dudes suck.
Yeah.
But as a whole, usually the guy is not the catch. They're usually the piece of shit in the crew.
Mm-hmm.
So, or whatever. I don't even know if that's true.
It's whatever.
There's so many shitty chicks
I
out
know.
there too.
There's just a lot of
There's
shitty
people,
shit.
and good people get stuck with bad people in either direction.
Yes.
So I don't know.
And then you get
for
this-
him to say it about him and Simone Biles. I don't know Simone Biles. She might suck. Who knows? I have
She
no
seems
idea.
Pretty cool.
Couldn't tell you. But I just, he's with the boys talking. Who knows what it was? I have no context to
I
it.
know. I don't either. I literally didn't
Is
see
there,
the
was that on a
clip.
podcast or was
It
it?
was on a podcast. Yeah.
Should I try to pull it up here quick?
If you want
Can you
to.
vamp while I do it?
I don't know if I got vamping in me
Give it a go.
today.
Talk about your favorite parts of Christmas weekend so far.
Okay.
What's his name? Jonathan Owen.
Jonathan Owens, I think. So, like Drew said, my grandma was in town. So, well, actually, let's go back. When Drew came into town, we went to a little place called Hy-Vee and we did our yearly shopping for the food bank, which was very fun. And then after that, I went and picked up my grandma and I went to church. No big deal. I'm kind of a good granddaughter. Took my granny to church, sang a lot of Christmas carols. It was fun. But my most favorite thing that we did was we played some, I don't even know what it was called. It was called Shit on Your Neighbor. It was a card game. And it was easy and hilarious. And everyone had the most fun. I don't think Drew did. I think he thought it was pretty
I don't like
boring.
gambling, and I kept getting fucked by bad play, by like people being mediocre at like they were doing like little mistakes and it fucked up the flow of the game. Like the type of thing if you were in a casino and if that happened, people would be fucking pissed.
Drew's talking that my mom dropped a card.
And grandma also flipped a jack that didn't need to be flipped for no
She
reason.
flipped 2 cards.
Twice on me,
Yeah.
and it cost me. And we had to like change the flow of the cards. I would have
Well,
won. both.
literally every time
won
Trin
both.
would shuffle
That's
it.
fine. That's how the flow of the game had been. That's how the flow of the game had been going though. Mom hadn't shuffled once, so she changed the flow of the game, and Grandma changed Grandma literally changed the cards that were supposed to come up next. So
So
Trin was consistent.
he was consistently changing the flow of the game.
Yes, but naturally,
But naturally.
not like oh.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
I'm reading this, and I think he meant it.
Meant what?
Yeah, he's 28 years old, and he looks like he's full of himself.
Yeah.
And the only reason they met is because she reached out to him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, and he didn't know who she was.
How?
Because he's 28-year-old, and he's a dipshit who's only in his own world. So I think he meant it, and I think he's a douche.
Yeah.
I hope that she finds a better.
But she seems like the sweetest little thing.
Maybe he is a catch. Maybe he's a good guy. But to say things like that makes me feel like he's probably not.
I know.
So, yeah, I think he meant it.
Well, I'm just like, what a dumb thing to do too.
They were on the podcast together, by the way.
Oh.
He said it with her in the room.
Ew.
Yeah. I'd like to see the clip. I couldn't find it,
I
but I
know,
read
that's
about
the
it a little
thing.
bit. But it's just kind of the what I started reading. I'm like, maybe he meant it. I don't know.
When I read the stuff about it, I feel like he meant it.
I could see myself saying something like that as a bit, as a joke. Like, oh yeah, I'm the catch. I might even mean it depending on the woman. Depending on the woman, Tara. What if I am the catch? It's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible. I'm not saying likely, but possible. I feel like I've been the catch in a situation before. I'm not saying I currently am. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty cool. I'm a pretty cool guy. All right, I get you, JJ. Jay Owens. I get you, JJ Owens. Johnny O. I get you, Johnny O. I see where you're coming from. Tara talked about Christmas. Yeah, I'm not a big gambler. I don't like it.
I don't either, but it was so low stakes.
It was fun. Yeah, it was low stakes until you say that.
Well, until Grandma goes, I lost $40.
Yeah, when you think about it, if you don't win, you guys played a bunch of rounds. Mom won 5 times. Andrew won 4. That's 9 games right there. You won how many? 2?
2.
That's 11 plus Trin won 1. That's 12. 12 times 3 is 36. So yeah, she basically lost 40. And that's because she gave me and Trin $3 at the end. So she lost exactly $40. So it does add up if you keep going.
Oh yeah. Well, because Mom kept trying to get us to switch to quarters, and Grandma's was not.
It was more
having
fun
it.
to play with dollars, and who cares? None of it really. Not that much money was lost. But
And I'm sure she recouped it.
Yeah, it's in her pocket. Probably under her pillow tonight.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not that into gambling. I don't find it that fun. It's not that interesting to me. It's annoying. Especially since it's
for me,
it can destroy families and shit.
I would have been cool where whoever won would win, but then you would just redistribute the dollars.
Yeah.
Like, to me, that would be fun.
Yeah. Just to play.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree. I wasn't pissed because I was losing money. Because I only lost about $12. Because I started playing late. I was pissed because I don't like to lose. I was like, this is bullshit, and it's all luck. I was mad about it.
Yeah.
And the times I had the luck on my side, people fucked it up. So I was pissed. Don't fuck up my luck. The luck's on my side right now. Quit cheating.
It's not cheating.
Yeah, but it's like it is.
But it wasn't. It was like, oh, I dropped the cards.
Yeah, man, no one dropped a card all night. All of a sudden, cards are flying out of Jeannie's hands.
Oh, gosh.
Grandma's flipping over tops and showing cards that we can't use anymore.
She's such a dope.
Fucking dope. So, I don't know what my favorite part. That was pretty. We were having fun. We were laughing and having fun. That was probably my favorite part, honestly, of the weekend so far. Food was solid, but I just actually didn't even eat that much.
I just was
anything.
so much, and I feel like because yesterday I started drinking wine, and when I drink wine, I don't get that hungry, and I just get full quick, and that happened to me today too, where I had too many cookies. That's probably what it really is.
I ate too much bad Chex Mix.
Oh.
I ate a lot of Chex Mix. But not just we have 4 different kinds of Chex Mix at our house. And I was eating my least favorite one for some reason, the most of it. I just kept eating it because it was there and salty and
crunchy.
So also enjoyed, I watched the first half of A Christmas Story. I watched the first half of Christmas Vacation. I watched the last half of Die Hard. Not a Christmas movie, but it is on at Christmas now because people pretend it's a Christmas movie.
Mm-hmm.
Here's how you know it's not a Christmas movie. I watched the last 40 minutes of it, and Christmas is mentioned once. He says, basically goes, something about coming to guess I shouldn't come to this Christmas party or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only time Christmas is mentioned. There's no other Christmas stuff in it. It's at the very end. You can see some Christmas lights in a tree, like out on the street. It's not a Christmas movie.
It's not.
I just don't.
Christmas
It's
movie.
I hate because no one thought of it as a Christmas movie in the past. It wasn't what people. But then a couple people started saying it, and everyone's like, "It is a Christmas movie." I'm like, "It is not." Just because it takes place at a Christmas party, that's just a thing to get them there. Nothing about is about Christmas themed. Rest of the movie, it's about money and shit and like murdering people. Like, what? It's an action movie. It's not a Christmas movie. Shut up. And then they'll be like, it's more of a Christmas movie than fucking Home Alone. I'm like, what fucking planet are you living on? Everything in Home Alone is Christmas related.
Yeah.
Every
everything.
scene has a Christmas moment in it.
Yeah.
It's Christmas. The fact that they like Christmas could be removed from Die Hard.
And it would
could
be the same movie.
could have been a 4th of July party in the
Yeah.
middle of the summer, and it doesn't change even a little bit.
No.
Except for you don't have a ho-ho Santa Claus thing. They have to come up with another line when he
Yeah.
kills that guy. Otherwise, it doesn't have to. It can just be it could have been just a party celebrating that they sold the company or their opening grand opening. It could have been any party ever. Not true. That's the point. That's my point. You could put any kind of party in that movie, and it doesn't change the movie.
No.
Even one iota. Except for they don't say Christmas ever.
Right.
It's just a party.
Just party.
We're Home Alone, technically. I guess technically he could be left home alone for some other reason. But everything about it is Christmas. It's about the Christmas spirit. Everything. He kind of like, that's what he's trying to, like, he wants
Like if you
to
remove
be home for Christmas. And like, that's all
Yeah.
that matters.
exactly.
Can't be alone on Christmas.
He goes to church for like Christmas ceremony.
It's all Christmas.
Christmas.
He puts up he like decorates the tree. He does
Yes.
Christmas things. They don't do a single Christmas thing in
He
that
hides
movie.
in the nativity.
Yes, everything is Christmas related. Everyone. Here's the thing: is the whole one. Oh, the whole.
I can hear your beard.
Sorry, the whole neighborhood's out of town because it's
Yeah.
Christmas. That's the other thing: is no one's in town except for the old murdering man,
Mm-hmm.
the old man who murders. He's not a murderer, guys.
No, he's not. He's
But
just
he's just an old man
that
that doesn't
had
have a
some
family.
drama.
So
that gets
basically, it's
resolved.
hard for them to get a hold of anyone to check on their child.
Exactly.
Because some reason they don't talk to the old man that lives across the
Because
street.
they too think he murders.
Because they must too think he murders. What's going on with
Mm-hmm.
that? Why didn't they reach out to him?
Maybe they don't know his number. Because he has no kids and he keeps to himself.
Yeah, why don't they reach out to him? They must be just really bad people.
Hmm.
Because he's an old man and he doesn't have as much money as them. Because they're loaded.
Yeah.
His brother's rich. He's got good money, but his brother's the one that pays
His
for
brother
them to
pays
go-
for all of them to
And
go
they have
to
a house.
Paris.
They have that apartment in Paris, and then they have the place in New York City in the second
Oh, yeah.
second one.
He is loaded.
Rich, homie, rich.
Homie rich.
I didn't really want to talk about Die Hard not being a Christmas movie, but I'm just so tired of hearing about it. Here's my thing. I don't have a problem if people watch it on Christmas. That's a good time to choose to watch. Like, hey, I'll watch this around Christmas because there is that Christmas scene in it. But it's not a Christmas movie. But you can
No.
choose to watch it at Christmas time because it's fun and like brings you that vibe. But it's not a Christmas movie. Just sorry to tell you.
Mm. I'm in agreement. It's not.
So anyway, that's like the podcast rule. You have to talk about Die Hard at Christmas time and argue about it. So we did it. We did it. We got to do that one. Yeah, but you were in on it.
I definitely
got to do
agree.
that once a year, and you got to talk about LeBron once a year. We got those out of the way. I'm sure we talked about LeBron. We did definitely talk about LeBron because I was watching clips because I'm gonna do the clip, and one of the early ones was you bitching, talking about how LeBron's a little bitch for crying after that one time he got fouled
Oh.
at the end of the game, and then you said you would be dry if you were his
Oh,
wife.
God.
And then people were like, "You bitch."
Whoopsie.
That was fucking funny. I wish more people had seen it. Because the people that did see, I wish if more NBA fans had seen it, it would have been so fun because they would have been so pissed or loved it.
Yeah.
They would have been like rude and be like, "Women don't know about hoops. You
They'd be
dry
like-
ass pussy."
They would be like, if you're wet, there's something wrong with you, Ben Shapiro.
Well, we're 40 minutes in. Let's do our 88 list. 1988, Tara. It's 1988. Let's picture it. 1988. I'm 4 years old. Tara's 3 years old for part of it. And what is shaping our lives and what will shape our life, because we're pretty young. It's not like a lot of this stuff we probably figured out after 1988. But let's do our top 5, top 3 plus. Let's do our top 3 plus. We'll do 5. Or unless you want to do more. And we'll just do honorable mentions.
No, we'll just do honorable mentions.
But we'll start at 5. And we already know Mountain Dew has been inducted into the Hall of Fame of 1988. I'm sorry, not Mountain Dew. Diet Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Has been inducted to the Hall of Fame of 1988. Tara, what's your number 5 thing of 1988?
My number 5 is Paula Abdul's song Straight Up.
Ooh, I forgot to do songs. I'm a dumb fuck.
Straight up, now tell me, do you really want to love me forever? Oh. We loved that song.
I forgot to do the music for some reason this year, Tara. Hold on, give me 1 second. I gotta look real quick. Give me more Paul. Do you talk about Paula Abdul just in general after that?
So she went away for a while, and then she came back on American Idol. But she was such a good dancer, and she was more of like a dancer choreographer. And then she did the song Straight Up, and that was a total bop. And then I think she did another with like a Looney Tune or something.
No, it was the cat.
The cat.
Heathcliff the cat or something, and they did a little dance together.
Yeah.
He was in the video.
Yes.
I love it.
But she always just seemed like a sweet lady who could really dance well. Straight up now, tell me. Like, that might have been one of the first songs I remember loving.
Sure.
As a little kid.
Love it. All right. So here's the thing. There are some songs and some albums on here. I don't know if I'm going to use them or not. We shall see.
Yeah.
But number 5, 1988. I do love Paul. I had a big crush on Paul Abdul when I was a boy.
She was beautiful.
She was really, really cute.
Just
really
like
sexy.
a little petite little thing.
And then that was I was rubbing my face in my hat, rubbed my bill of my hat, or my microphone did.
You're making so many noises.
You know what,
Tara?
Tara? Deal with it. I got to deal with it later when I edit. But my number 5, this was hard for me. I'm trying to decide if I want to change it. Let me look really quick, okay?
Okay.
Let me look really quick. I might change it. I had someone picked. I'm going to stick with it. My number 5 is Rihanna.
Okay.
My number 5, 1988, born 1988, is Rihanna. Rihanna is very sexy. She's Rihanna.
She was my original number 5.
So
now she's my number 4.
Oh. Why is she your number 4? Oh, because
of Mountain Dew. Diet Mountain
Dew.
So
Rihanna, I love Rihanna. She's sexy. She's beautiful.
Awesome.
And her songs are great.
Her songs slap. She seems like a cool-ass person. Her makeup line is great.
There wasn't like one of my there wasn't like one, and a lot of these other ones, like one of my, just like some, maybe like Emma Stone, also 1988.
Yep.
I thought about her. I really like her a lot. She's big right now. I like her in The Curse. I want to see Poor Things that she's in. I loved her. I had a mad crush on her when she was in Superbad.
Yeah.
Mad crush on her when she was in Superbad. So, but yeah. My night is Rihanna, Tara. We love Rihanna. Why do you love Rihanna? Since she's your number 4.
I just told you. I said she can sing. She
seems cool.
She can
like
dance.
Fun.
She seems like a cool ass person. She also has great makeup line that I like. I don't know. She just, for being as big as she is, she seems pretty down to earth and fun.
Sure. My number 4, since yours already is up, I'm just going to throw it out there. It's the McDonald's McChicken.
I knew you were going to pick the McChicken.
Tara, I love McChickens. It's the only thing
knew
I regularly still eat at fast food. That's not true. I eat some Burger King stuff. But the McChicken is like a go-to cheap bite. Is it good for you? Probably not. But I love a McChicken. I didn't realize they were from 1988. I thought they were more. I thought they were a little newer. I thought they were like.
I did too.
Not early 2000s, to be quite honest. I don't know if they maybe went away and came back. I don't really know.
Well, do you remember when they had the, what was it called? The crispy chicken?
Yeah.
I fucking loved that.
That was a good sandwich. They kind of brought that back, but it wasn't as good as it was when we were younger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that crispy chicken sandwich a lot.
I did too. I was a big fatso over it.
Yeah. Man, I wish the dollar menu was back and I could just get McChickens for $1.
Freaking
But
inflation.
I love the mayo. Like I love when they over mayo it.
Yep.
It reminds me of eating a chicken patty from like as a child.
Yeah, I think that's why I like the McChicken better, just because it was.
Yeah, it's got that mayo on it. It's a little thinner. It's like eating a chicken patty from school. So I love a good McChicken. Tara, what's your number 3 1988?
My number 3 is The Wonder Years.
The Wonder Years is on my list at number 3.
We got the same number 3.
No, it's not. I lied.
Oh.
I forgot. I didn't put it on there.
Okay. Never mind then.
Mm.
It was such a good show, and like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I saw it when I was 3 or if we watched it later in life, but I remember.
We watched it like pretty
was-
early. We were watching it while it was on the air.
Yeah.
There's like 6 seasons of it.
Okay. But I
So-
remember as a family watching The Wonder Years.
So it was on until like the mid 90s. So we were
Yeah.
kids. And then it was on repeats a lot as well.
Mm.
But we definitely watched it while it happened.
Yeah, it was must-see TV.
We were watching it pretty young. I don't know if we were watching the first season live. It's because we'd been so young.
So young.
But like a couple seasons later, we were definitely watching it.
I remember we'd all watch it as a fam.
Wonder Years holds up really well. It's very good. There's the new version of it that is not quite in my wheelhouse. I don't like it as much.
I've never seen it.
It's not terrible, but it's not really great. You know, they revamped it, changed the race. They went Black Wonder Years, which that works,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't totally work. It's from the same era though,
Oh,
which
really?
I do like that about it.
That's cool.
I wonder if I kind of want to go back and watch. I only watched the first couple episodes of it.
The first episode I rewatched and it was like so sad.
Wait, what show?
The Wonder Years.
Oh, I was talking about the new one though.
Oh, I've never seen
Yeah, the original episode. Yeah, the fucking brother dies at the
I
very
know.
first end of the very first episode, and they
terrible.
smooch,
Yeah.
and they're in love forever. That's how small towns worked, though.
They did.
That was that era.
Yeah.
Like something would happen, and like, oh, now we're in love forever, and we have kids that are living in and sleeping in our bedroom with us.
Yep. What did we do?
What did we do? What did we do? My number 3, because it wasn't the Wonder Years. It was ended up being on my honorable mentions. Now that I looked at it, I struggled. So my number 3 is the movie. I don't want that many movies though. There's a lot of really good movies.
There was a lot of good.
All right, so my number 3 is the Royal Rumble. 1980 was the first year there was a Royal Rumble in the
Ooh.
WWF.
That's
And it was the
very
WWF
fun.
then, so I'm calling it the WWF. But the Royal Rumble came out in 1988. That was also at the Royal Rumble. There was that wasn't in the actual Royal Rumble part. If you guys don't know what a Royal Rumble is, it's 30 men enter the ring, one at a time, and you have to get thrown over the top to be eliminated.
It's very fun.
It's very. I actually had a hot take that's a little different than that. It's actually, the more I see them, the more I'm like, these are kind of dumb.
Here's the thing.
Because you don't get
dumb,
you don't get a lot of good moves in them.
but it is also fun to
It
see
is
who's
fun to see
coming
who's
out.
coming out.
Yes.
The reveal is the
yes,
best part. The
by
actual
far.
eliminating until you get in it. And it is fun when they end up getting a million guys in there, but nothing's really ever going on.
Yes.
It's a bunch of guys like sitting on the ground and acting like they're trying to fight each other out.
Exactly.
It's actually quite silly.
It's
So
just,
I'm lying. It's really fun. But that same night of the Royal Rumble is a very famous it's a very famous match between Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant happened.
Ooh.
Where Hulk Hogan picked up and body slammed Andre the Giant.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Very famous match at that Royal Rumble. So Royal Rumble, I love Royal Rumbles. It's one of my favorite things. I'm saying I don't know
You
why I was
were
acting. I don't know why I was acting
flip-flopping.
like, and I don't know why I was acting like they're so fun.
They're so
But they're
fun.
not always the Royal
Not the
Rumble
best.
itself. The Royal Rumble itself, but they do them a lot in AEW now, where they'll do like that sort of thing. And it doesn't always pay off because they don't
No.
have enough stars. I think is part of
No.
it.
Yeah.
There's not 30 dudes I give a fuck about,
Right. It's like, okay,
but
sweet.
but it's pretty fun. I love the Royal Rumbles. That's my number 3.
It's also fun when like they have someone come out who like has been gone for a long time. and
Yep.
It's like, what? They're back.
Yep, as like the last
Yeah.
contestant, even sometimes.
It's super fun.
And it's fun when a guy goes in first, and they last like the whole night.
Mm-hmm.
This year, someone that happened in WWE, the Royal Rumble. A guy went in early and ended up winning the whole thing, and he had been in there like second or third.
Oh, wow.
And he's just some douche. I
Mm.
was like, "This is the guy."
Like,
You
why are
guys,
you pushing him?
it was so weird. I was like, "This guy isn't cool.
Mm.
What are you guys doing?" It was weird.
Number 2,
What's your number 2?
Honey O's.
Honey O's I have it written. I couldn't decide where to put it on the list. It's not on my list.
It
should be on my
They're
list.
so good.
Not on my list.
Cereal.
But it is on my list. In heart.
In heart.
In soul. It's written. Honey O's is the greatest cereal out there.
Yeah.
It comes in a small box.
It does.
It's got so much going on for it. It does tear your mouth up like
It
Captain
does.
Crunch does.
It really does. But it's like, I don't care. I'm going to eat you the whole box.
You can eat that whole box. It tastes so good. Honey O's. If you've never had Honey O's. Again,
get
another
some.
cereal I thought was a little newer.
I did
I thought it
too.
came out when we were a little older. But we just hadn't discovered it yet.
Exactly. Because we were too worried about the marshmallows, the fruities, the pebblies, the whatever. And then all of a sudden,
Honey O's.
We got
I
the
loved Honey
Honey
Nut
O's.
Cheerios all my whole life.
but Honey O's.
Honey O's are the best. If you haven't had them, go out and get a box today and just crush them.
Yes,
They just they stay crispy for a long time.
they do. I think they have that non-toxic cereal varnish.
Yeah. With Crunch.
Mhm.
With Crunch, what was it? With Crunch enhancer.
Enhancer
Yeah.
doesn't allow the milk to whatever.
Yeah. We got it.
Yeah.
My number 2 is do I really want to have my last two be movies? Okay.
What?
My number 2 is Bloodsport. I love Bloodsport. It is so Die Hard's not on my list. We talked about Die Hard already.
Yeah.
But I love Die Hard. I actually think it's a better movie than Bloodsport. But Bloodsport is like one of my favorite movies. I think it is so cool and so fun. And like just the idea of, we talked about Over the Top last week. I was going to watch Bloodsport this week for this week.
Yeah.
Even like I watch all the time, but it's just such a good tournament. Like 3 straight years in a row, a good tournament movie came out. I mean, again, Over the Top, not as good as Karate Kid, not in Bloodsport. Bloodsport's tournament is basically the whole movie, and it's fucking rad.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so good. And Jean-Claude's great in it, and he's fucking ripped. And the villain in it is like such a piece of shit. And it's just like, it's pretty awesome. You a Bloodsport fan?
I don't know if I've seen it.
I thought I made you watch it for the pod.
If you did, it didn't stick out.
Tara, you might have to watch Bloodsport because it's amazing. I'll watch it again.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I'm picking Bloodsport.
Well, we can't do that
What?
because we're doing years.
No, we don't necessarily have to do that, though. That's just what we were doing to get a movie in.
Maybe I saw it. I'd have to look. I'd have to watch a trailer.
It's Jean-Claude Van Damme fighting. At one point, he gets shit thrown in his eyes and he has to fight blind. Yeah, you've never seen it. You'd know that. It's an amazing movie. You're going to have to watch Bloodsport, Tara. It's not even long. It's great.
Okay.
Tara, what's your number 1 1988?
I think we're both gonna have the same one.
Or not. Maybe. Let's see.
Big.
No.
What?
Big is an honorable
Big
mention
is
for
on
me.
your list?
I love Big. I love Big,
God.
Tara. I love Big.
Big is
Ain't
like,
on my list.
wow.
You know how my list. You know how stuff gets at the top of my list sometimes.
Yeah, you take something off. But
No, not really. No. What was my number 1 last week? Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah,
And why?
because you watched it as a kid.
Because it's the first time I saw
It's
boobs.
the first time you saw boobs.
Someone.
So this one's gonna be the first time you saw bush
No.
boobs.
No. I'll tell you when I
But-
get there. Talk about Big.
Big.
I love it. Big is an honorable mention.
Oh my
Love
God.
Big.
Big was so good.
Very watchable. It was a
The-
big part of our childhood.
Like the scene where they go to his apartment,
Mm-hmm.
his loft, and he has all that shit, and
Yeah.
everyone wanted to have a giant
Trampoline for the rest of their life
in
after
their
that.
apartment.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
A
And like
soda
arcade stuff.
machine.
Soda machine. He had the best apartment ever.
Yeah, in New York.
Yeah.
Plus,
Big is amazing.
he was such a shit friend, though.
Hanks?
Yeah,
Tara, what would you do if all of a sudden some woman
Listen,
started banging
I
you?
know. At 13, I
You're a
mean,
13-year-old and you start getting laid by an adult woman?
it definitely is a little questionable when you really think
No,
about it,
it's
but
not.
you can't think about it
No,
too
it's not.
much.
It's not. Everyone says that. But the 13-year-old boy's not going to say no to it. And
No,
the adult
but at
woman
the-
and the adult woman in it,
But when she saw him at the end, she was still horned up for
she
him.
was horned up for
So
him.
that's
But that's
why.
only because he was hot. It's not quite. She didn't know. She didn't bang him after she found out the truth.
But then she was like, "Oh my god, I'm horned up for you still, as you're a
No.
little kid.
No.
I mean, it's a wild movie. It's good. The like corn where he's taking like the mini corn.
Very funny.
What's
There's a
another?
million things in it.
The
It was just the famous piano scene. Famous piano scene. And him just hanging out. The trampoline scene, like you said. Million things.
Just like his outfit that he wears to the Christmas party.
Yeah.
Awesome. How he's like, what's fun about a building? and that guy just hates him so much because everyone's like, yeah, this is a good idea. And he's like,
No, that just sucks, bro.
That's not good.
Why would I want a building that just sits there?
Exactly.
No, I got it.
So good.
So a lot of things could have been my number one.
Okay.
A lot of things could have been my number one. Twins was in the mix. Love Twins.
Yeah.
Die Hard was in the mix. Love Die Hard.
Yeah. Young Guns was in the mix.
Young Guns was in the mix. Love Young Guns.
So bad.
But my number one,
Mac and Me?
1988. Mac and Me, I thought might end up being our auto.
Oh, I don't know.
Just because we watched it so much as a
watched
kid.
it so much.
About as much as Harry and the Hendersons. That
Oh
Howard
my
the Duck.
gosh.
Harry and the Hendersons. It doesn't matter. It's happening. No one's gonna be able. I have to scratch myself. T. You don't have to give me a face. I'm the guy. You know what happens every week. You just don't know it because you're not sitting next to me.
Mm-hmm.
But my number one is the movie, also starring Eddie Murphy, Coming to America.
I didn't know that was on. I didn't see it.
1988, Coming to America.
Oh, that's a great one.
But-
My name is Peaches,
Yes.
and I'm the best.
Yes.
We
But-
watched that a lot.
So it was huge. But again, sexual awakening again in this one. It was not my first time seeing boobs in a movie, but there were boobs in the very first scene of this movie when he gets washed in the tub. And I think it was the first time I saw a woman of color's breasts in my life. And I was like, what's happening? This woman is so beautiful. I was obsessed with this. Well, I probably watched that scene 1,000 times as a child, going like, what is this? I'm not supposed to see this. This is a beautiful. She was like very attractive. Where the girl it was just some stupid stripper. That's rude to say. It was just some stripper in Beverly Hills Cop 2. I just had never seen boobs. But the girl that was in, I don't know who she is. She was like clearly like a model or something.
Yeah.
And she was it someone famous?
I don't know.
Anyway, she was beautiful. And I was obsessed with her. And I was obsessed with that movie because it was really fun. I was a huge Coming to America fan.
Oh, yeah.
I quoted it a lot as a kid, probably inappropriate, like not knowing what I was even saying.
Probably.
We sing my name is Peaches and I'm the best.
Yeah.
All the DJs like to feel my breasts.
Yeah, all the time.
We sing that all the time as children.
All the time.
We were out of
Little
control.
children.
We were out of control as kids, and we were a mess.
Mhm.
I don't know if we were a mess, but so that's my 1988. I love Coming to America, not just because of the boobs, but it was a big. That's what catapulted it to number one over all those other movies.
Yeah.
Because Twins had a woman in it that I was in love with. It was Kelly Preston, who I was obsessed with.
Mhm.
She was beautiful. Die Hard, not so much.
No.
Though today we were watching it, and his wife is like, I kind of like, oh, she's kind of hot. She's kind of got a good look going. In Bloodsport, the chicken she's barely in it. But anyway, so that's why Coming to America jumped to number one. Honorable mentions, Tara. What do you got?
I've got a lot.
I'll do mine really quick because I only have a couple because I
Okay.
said a bunch of them right there. Oh no, I'm sorry. There is one movie that I thought could maybe go in as our auto before we diet do, and that was Land Before Time.
Yeah.
I think Land Before
We
Time.
watched it so much.
Our generation, that was a movie that we were
It was so sad.
raised on. Neither of us put it on our list for some reason, but
I know.
I think we both watched it so much
watched
and
it
loved
so
it
much.
so much, and it was like we thought it was funny, we thought it was sad. It was amazing, and
I always wanted to eat a tree star.
Yes, which was just a leaf,
A leaf.
guys.
Just a leaf, but they just sounded.
But I am nominating for it, and I'm asking to push it along with Diet Mountain Dew into the Auto Hall of Fame of 1988.
I think so.
Yeah, I agree.
Littlefoot.
Some people would put Die Hard in there. We're putting
We're
Land
putting
Before Time.
Time.
I love Die Hard.
I do too. Bubble tape.
Bubble Tape I had on my list of honorable
Oh
mentions.
wait, you're supposed to do yours first.
No, that's fine. Bubble Tape, you can
Mhm.
do one. The only other one, that's all I had on my list But let's do bubble tape. Talk bubble tape. Bubble tape was amazing.
Oh my God.
Did you ever not eat it tape style and
Yeah.
bite
Just like
bite it?
Like if it got, once it got down
To a certain point,
then
you
you
just
bite
bite
it in half.
But it was like a little chalky and weird, and I loved bubble tape.
Oh yeah, and it was like
you had to put the whole bubble tape in your mouth. You
Yes.
could never not eat the whole bubble tape.
exactly.
There's no such thing as eating one bubble tape.
No, I think that
That was a one serving stick of gum.
And I like how you could when you cut it, you know.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, that's
tape.
right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Part of it.
But like you would just keep eating it till it was gone.
Yeah,
and
there was no like saving it for later. Not by us anyway.
Let us know if that was just a us thing, which it probably was.
Yeah.
But
the way we would bite into it, like people thought people that did that were monsters.
Yeah.
I would never do it at the beginning though.
no.
Because you want to do the tape part.
Yeah, because it's fun to moose tracks.
I'm not a big Moose Tracks guy, but I did see it. I
was like,
didn't know you were
holy
as a Moose Tracks
I loved
person.
moose tracks.
I didn't know
With
that.
like the little caramel things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Powerade. Still love it
Oh,
to
you're
this
still
day.
going. You're still
I got
going.
a ton.
You didn't let me finish mine.
Oh, I thought you were done.
No, I said I had a couple more.
Okay, go.
I just didn't have a couple of music ones.
Oh.
It was U2
Rattle and
Hum, which
Very good.
actually was my first love of U2. I loved that before.
It's
that was
good.
like the first thing that got me into U2 like fully was the Rattle and Hum, U2 Rattle and Hum. If you never listened, everyone who listens to this knows what U2 is.
Yeah.
So whatever, U2 Rattle and Hum.
Super good.
My favorite U2 thing. And the only other thing I had was Bon Jovi's New Jersey album and Bad Medicine as a combo. So.
Yep. Two of mine as well. Teddy Grahams.
Mm-hmm.
Love them. Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice is a great one.
Awesome movie.
Awesome movie. But
Oh.
I like these other movies better. Can't lie.
New Kids on the Block. Hang tough.
Ooh.
I loved New Kids on the Block. As a little tyke.
It's a little tyke.
Tracy Chapman Fast Car.
It's a great song.
Amazing.
It's a really great song.
I hate how overplayed it is now, but it is such a good song. The Wonder Years already said. Roseanne. Awesome.
Yeah, too bad she turned into a turd.
She did turn into a turd. And last but not least, Lil Dicky.
Lil Dicky, also born 1988.
Born in 1988.
There were some other good ones, not a bunch of great ones though in
Yeah.
88. There wasn't a bunch that I was like, yeah, that's a
Mm-hmm. No Zac Efron's.
So there's one other song that I was obsessed with in 1988. That came from 1988 and it was on I saw it on the Jukebox Network all the time, not MTV, the Jukebox Network. And it was a little song by REM called Stand. I loved it. Stand in the place where you are. I don't know the words, but I was obsessed with it when the music video came on. I loved it. I loved the song. It was used as a song for some shows, opening credits. I don't remember, but I loved REM's song Stand. You remember that song?
I do.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Stand in the place where you.
Yeah, we're going to probably come up on some. This is kind of the area where I really started knowing music videos, and they were huge.
Mm-hmm.
So we're kind of getting to that point, I would say, over the next couple years, which will be fun.
Yeah.
Any other 88 stuff? 1988. I think that was a pretty good list of 88. Excuse me. What do you think?
Yeah, it was real good. We had some real good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then I'm trying to think, was there any other 88 stuff I wanted to talk about? Next week is 1989. I don't know if you guys are sick of these, let us know. We'll stop doing them.
Yeah.
We're probably going to get at least up through the 90s, would be my guess.
Yeah.
89's coming up. Really good stuff from 89. Maybe I'll pick an 89 movie for Tara to watch, even though I do want her to see Bloodsport. I love Bloodsport. Man, 89's awesome, Tara, as I'm flipping through it. We're kind of in the era where it's just like, it's what we were raised on.
Exactly.
And there's so much good stuff, and there's less shit, and it was all original shit. It wasn't a bunch of Marvel shit. I'm just looking here. It's so fucking sick. Man, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard.
That's a preview for next week, so get ready
Man,
for
89's tough. Terry, you ever seen Weekend at Bernie's?
it. Yes.
Okay, never mind.
It's been a minute, but I've seen it.
Maybe we should watch Weekend at Bernie's and talk about it next
Okay.
week. Because it's an 89 movie.
Okay.
Let's watch Weekend at Bernie's.
Okay.
Let me see if it's available anywhere. But Miranda was supposed to watch it with me, and then she watched it with her family, so I pretty much hate her for that.
Weekend at Bernie's?
Yeah. It's not anywhere, and it's expensive to rent.
God.
It's expensive to rent, so maybe we won't. I'm not spending $15 for Weekend at Bernie's. What are we doing? Am I wrong?
How much is it?
Oh, it's free on the same thing I watched Over the Top on, which is something called Philo. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll talk about it. We'll figure out the movie. It's too much. $15 for Weekend at Bernie's is ridiculous. What are you doing?
Nothing.
What were you doing?
Texting Sarah.
Do not ever text someone in the middle of our podcast ever again. That's a wild move. What was that?
She asked me a question.
In the middle of our podcast?
Yeah, you were looking up how much Weekend at Bernie's costs.
Yeah, you should be figuring something else out.
Normally I don't text because my phone is recording me, so that was like a nice little treat.
Yeah, don't ever do that again.
It was a nice little treat.
Don't ever do that again.
Mm-mm.
Don't ever do that again. I hated that. Texting while we're potting. That's rude.
It was a nice.
Was it rude?
No.
Well, how is it not rude?
How was it rude? I
How's it
just
not
did a
rude?
quick little text.
Yeah, while we're potting.
Yeah, but
You're on
looking
stage.
for something.
You're basically on stage. If you're on stage, would you reach for your phone and text someone back?
I just saw.
Answer my question.
No.
There you go.
But I wouldn't have my phone on stage.
Yeah, you shouldn't have had that on stage. It's a tool, not a toy. A tool and not a toy.
Okay.
What do you got for your new? Okay, it's 1988 all over again. I don't know what that means. It's 2023. We have a week left. By the time we talk to you guys again, it'll be the 1st of January of 2024. Holy shit. I turn 40 next year, Tara.
I turned 39.
I turn 40 next year. I've been 40 for a couple years, but I turn 40 next year officially.
God, that's creepy.
I'm officially 40 next year. And,
Yikes.
And the pod we need to, like I said, we're not looking backwards. We're only looking forwards. And we need to come up with some New Year's resolutions. I have some for myself, but I think we both should try to come up with one for the other person. Something for the new year. This is a little quick one. No more texting while we're potting. That's a New Year's resolution.
Oh my God, I never do it.
But you did it. I don't want it to become a habit. Do we want it to be a habit?
I don't ever. My phone records me. So
okay, fair
I
enough.
Don't
maybe that's New Year's resolution. My New Year's resolution is to get it set up where your lips match your video, so my life is easier. That's going to happen.
Okay.
Whether that means we fuck
Were these
with.
supposed to be pod resolutions?
These are pod resolutions, not life resolutions.
True.
You can give me a life resolution if you want, but
don't give me direction. You said come up with New Year's resolutions for yourself.
For the pod.
I didn't do the pod. I did my life.
Why?
Because I thought that's what we were doing.
Fine, do your life.
No, I'll do pod. I have to think about it.
Do one life
though.
one right now. What do you want for 2024 for yourself? I mean, it's for me pod wise.
This could be a kind of pod.
Yeah, do it. Let's hear it.
So this year I would like to learn how to use my crystals for the pod so I can bring forth the magic of the universe to our podcast to bring us prosperity, joy, and happiness, to bring us love, to have people love us and spread our love to the world with the power of crystals.
I am that we're not recording this video wise, so I could be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" This is not a resolution.
Look at all my crystals, though.
Yeah, I see your crystals. How's that a resolution?
That's because I'll learn how to use them. Because then right now they're just sitting here. I have a book. They're just sitting here. I have charging stations. I've got little.
That's basically like I'm gonna pray more this year.
Well, no.
That's not a resolution. You need
to.
Just,
because praying is different.
Not really.
Than crystals, because crystals have the energy.
So the prayer is for people that prayer. Of prayer.
Well, that was one that
I don't know. I can call this you can do that if you want. It doesn't feel like a resolution to me. How about something you can do for yourself without hoping the crystals change your life?
I am going to do a better job at staying, not getting distracted, so I can be more concise with some of my thoughts, ideas, movie reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my feet stink. Yeah.
She doesn't get distracted ever, guys.
I just gotta.
Your feet do smell. I don't understand why this is happening to me.
I don't know.
I don't understand why your feet are 5 inches from my face.
Well, you told me to not wear my shoes.
It's your house. I'm just saying you're gross. I didn't know I was going to get face full of stinky feet.
They were stinky.
What are we doing?
How come they're so smelly?
Tara, because you were wearing bare feet inside
but
those.
That's like the first time I've ever done that.
What?
In those shoes.
We have stinky feet. Wash your feet, pig. You're a disgusting little pig. Look at this place.
It's not even bad. It's not even
Do you only
bad
have
at
one chair
all.
at the bar or two?
Two. That one's just sitting in a different area.
What's around the corner there? I see it.
It's not even messy.
It's not great.
It's not even that bad. Look at that whole area is good.
It's not great.
Yes, it is.
My New Year's resolution.
I just have my podcast stuff over
My New Year's
there.
resolution, first New Year's resolution, is to start a second pod. I'm going to have another pod going. That's going to be a little more, like this one's very broad. I want a very specific pod.
Sure.
Whether that is just NBA. I probably won't, I love my sister, Tara, but I think I want to do a pod either by myself or with another. I want to spread it out in the world.
Yeah.
So I want to start either a wrestling pod or an NBA pod. These are things I've thought about. Tara can join as a guest for sure. Or something. I do want to start a second pod, though. Maybe something that's a little more production value than us just showing up and having a good time with a couple of lists that we put together, because that's what we're best at. But maybe stretch my skills a little more. Or produce another. It doesn't have to necessarily be, or I can produce a pod for another person or people. So that's one of my New Year's resolutions.
Yes, that was not a pod resolution.
Yeah, but it is.
No,
yes.
that is not a pod.
It's a spin. It's called a spin-off, Tara.
Yeah, but
it'll be a spin-off of Melon Fights. Melon Fights production. Your producer credits for Tara. That is. It is related, just like your last one was related.
My last one was 100% related because it was everything to do with this pod.
Yeah. Well, this next. How about this? Well, full merch will be out this year. I have a new I have a new logo for us. New logo. Very busy, but I do like it. I have actually set up a store already, and put out a piece of art that I did for the holidays. But I didn't share it. But it is up and running on Threadless.com. But now I know how to do it, and I'm going to do it on more sites. And there's going to be some Melon Fight merch out this year. Get ready for it. But I do have the Dark Side of the Menorah up and running, and it is, you can buy. I was going to buy stuff myself just to have it, but it does exist.
Ooh, that's exciting.
It does exist, so we're there. We're on our way, guys. And then my resolution is to get it up and running and get it. I just need to find a couple more things. I don't just want just the logo. I got to come up with a couple more designs.
Oh, you want me to help?
You can try.
Okay.
You can try. Because I want somewhere it's just the words Melon Fights without a watermelon. I do have a font. I finally found our font.
What if it's...
I don't know if you like our new font. I think it's a good font.
What if it's too...
You hold your mic.
What if it's too boxing gloves?
No.
That are in watermelon, like watermelon color.
I guess.
And then it has like the string on it. So they're like kind of down like this. You could have like one on one boob and one on the other.
Not loving it.
So then it's like on the melons too.
What's your next thing?
I don't have any more. Let's see if I can turn any more of these. Okay. So you know how last year, I know we're not going
We
back.
don't look backwards.
We're not looking backwards. So I'm just going to continue this resolution.
I think a resolution for last year was for Tara to get the merch going. It's my resolution. Now we've changed it to me.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know.
So Drew can pass one of his resolutions on to me if he wants.
I don't know what mine were.
Because right now he doesn't like my ideas about the boxing gloves.
I don't love it. A little on the nose.
Well,
spit out what you're going to say.
So at my gym, there's this 25-week program and it's called the Glow Up.
Mm,
And at the end of it, you do a photo shoot.
yeah.
And I think that's going to put us over the edge where I finally become the face, the what's the money maker of Melon Fights.
You're the moneymaker.
No, I can't remember what we said. Just where
The eye
I'm
candy?
like the eye candy. Thank you.
Is that what you want to say?
Yes, where I'm actually going to be that candy.
Okay.
Because I think right now
It's me.
it is you. You're more
I
of
got a good beard.
you've got a good beard. People like beards. Both men and women like a man with a beard. So I think you're beating me. But I think
Okay.
if I do the glow up program,
Well, what about me? I'm doing yoga though. I started yoga.
So you're
last
gonna be
week.
extra
if I'm-
flexible,
If I,
so
if
that's
I get
good.
real yoga handsome,
That'll be good. I mean, we both can be the eye candy.
the money,
The money.
the money.
We can both be the money.
All right, that's a good one. How many more you got? I'm gonna do one more. We're gonna have our first. I'm gonna get out there. I'm gonna find us our first sponsor this year. Whatever that means. It doesn't necessarily have to be. It's just something that sponsors an episode, and it's fun. I don't want a bunch of commercials in it. I just want to like at one point, this episode's sponsored by this, and there you go, and then move on.
Yeah, that would be fun. Oh, one thing I would like.
Is that a black Santa on your tree?
Yeah.
I didn't know you had that.
I would.
That was a little. I am a Black Santa fan. The Black Santa Company is one of my favorite Christmas attires, but I didn't know Tara had a black. It's different. It's different though.
Yeah.
It's not Black Santa Company, right?
No, I
It's
got
just
it at
something-
Target. I would like to get a microphone, a setup to where I can hear myself because this
Mhm.
is game changer.
It's better, right?
Yeah, because like sometimes when I can't hear myself, I don't think I say words
Well,
fully.
We can just get you a different. We just can get you a different mic.
Yeah.
They have the mics where you can plug your headphones directly into them, to the back side of it, or you can get you the exact setup I have.
Yeah.
If you'd like.
Well, that's one of my resolutions because I need that because I stay more engaged. I think since I can hear myself as well, like I don't lose my thoughts as much.
Sure.
Good.
Feels like you're more on stage.
It feels like I'm more involved.
production.
Yeah, definitely.
Sure. Okay. Let's get that figured out.
Okay, that's my resolution.
It's definitely better to be able to hear yourself.
Yes.
It's weird that you can't with yours set up. I've never really tried to fix it. Maybe I'll try before I leave, but so yeah.
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 One of my resolutions for myself
Mm-hmm.
is I'm not allowed to purchase things while I'm lying in bed trying to go to sleep.
Oh yeah, don't ever do that.
It's like the only
What are you doing?
that's like terrible. I'm like, oh,
What are you doing?
it makes things are too easy to buy on the net,
Mm-hmm.
especially Amazon, and I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
I will buy this. I will buy that.
Yeah.
So that is a New Year's resolution for me.
I will buy this. I will buy that. Tara,
Drew,
let's make it short for Christmas.
let's give everyone a short
Little
Christmas.
Christmas. It might be hard to get to it this week. It's a short week, and I gotta get back to Christmas at home anyway.
I might go
There's still
back
people at
to.
home. Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't. I was
I'm gonna.
confused by it. I need to get a yoga block now that I'm seeing that.
Okay.
Because I'm a little
Stiffy wiffy.
stiff. Anyway, do you have any grievances?
My grievance is when I nap. I'm at the age of when I nap, it doesn't do anything other than make me sleepy still.
Mm.
So I hate it.
Yeah. Okay. I don't hate that. Do I have a grievance?
My stinky feet. Me wearing shoes inside.
That is sneaky. Yeah, I've talked about shoes inside. You and Trin both wearing shoes inside. Trin's are on at all times. I don't understand it why you guys just are wearing outdoor shoes inside. They're disgusting. Trin's he has on all your boots. At least you don't even wear them that often.
No.
Where the shoes that Trin is wearing are worn daily everywhere he goes. So there's piss and shit on them for sure. And he just rocks them around the whole house at all times. And I hate him for it. I hate you for it, bro.
Do we have any emails?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so, but I'll check.
Ooh.
Because I'm sure people usually send them in the day of. And
It's Christmas.
it's Christmas, and they probably forgot. I bet you no one's even listened to this week.
I listened.
Well, there you go. You should be listening. It's part of your...
I laughed.
It's a good episode. I thought last week's episode was
was.
excellent. Melon fights. I went to Andyline Entertainment for some reason. Nope, no emails.
No emails.
So hey guys, my other resolution is to figure out how to get more emailers. I don't know how to do it. But we need more listeners. We need more listeners,
yeah,
guys.
that's my resolution.
My
too.
resolution is to cut you out of my life if you don't get us more listeners. If you can't prove that you added a listener to us, we're cutting you out of our life. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
You're not trying hard enough.
Not trying hard
And
enough.
we're sick of it.
If you had a podcast, I'd listen to it and try to tell someone to listen to it.
All right.
All right.
I
Tara,
love you.
stay dry.
Have a Tuesday.
Have us Tuesday.
Have us staying dry.
What the fuck? You tried to do it the other way.
I
You
know,
couldn't
I
even pull it off.
I don't-
You have no, that's why we just stick to the way it goes, because you couldn't pull it off. I said stay dry. You said have a Tuesday. I said have a Tuesday. You said have a stay dry.
I know.
Like, get your act together.
I was getting back.
That's why we don't play around, Tara.
Have a Tuesday.
Tara, stay dry.
Stay dry.
Have a Tuesday.
Have a Tuesday.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Me
Melon
chickens.
fights. Aw.
Melon fights. Tara, I voted for McChickens this
Okay.
week. Fine. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Melon fights.